Alright Carly, so we haven't managed to get into the C grades with you yet. In fact, the last paper 2 you did was your lowest mark, where you didn't even get in the 40s. So let's see if we can improve on that paper 2 mark this time around. That's correct, and that's correct, so that's a good start. And that's great, so we got full marks on the first page. So that's really encouraging. Excellent. C is right, A is right, B is wrong. Now the probability that it does not stop on a yellow, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 outcomes. And how many of them are not yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not certain, it's more likely to be somewhere like that. Okay, so 7 out of 8 is that. 2 for that, that one's right. 5 for the page. Cylinder, cuboid, tangent, and that's good as well. 4 there. £3.16, £9.20 is right. Okay, in an exam, if you're not going to replace something, leave something there at least. 6 for that page. It's World Zone 2. £27.46 is correct. And then onto that, so you're going wrong here. So what they have to pay is in 100 grams. So you can't have 60 grams worth. So they're going to have to pay for zone 2 500 grams worth. So 5 lots of £1.28. So that it's this bit that's wrong with you. 4 lots of £1.28 is £5.12. Yeah, so it's this bit that's wrong with you. Then you correctly do the right thing. So you're going to get 1 mark there for what you're trying to do, but then this bit is wrong with you, and your answer is wrong, but that one is right. So out of the 7 marks, and your communication, you're going to get 1 out of 2 for that, because you are using words but you're not really explaining what's going on in this bit here. 101, 121. You're not telling me which pattern number. Which pattern number is going to be that and that to make that. Okay, but you will get 1 mark for what you've done, but you haven't answered the question. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks there. Add 12. Now with this one, hopefully you can see that you're multiplying by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 3s is 27, 23 is 27 times 3 is 81, and so on. But because each other sign is the opposite, what you're actually multiplying by is minus 3. 3 times 3 is 9, plus times a minus is a minus. 9 times 3 is 27, minus times a minus is a plus, and so on. That's correct. That's correct. This one isn't, because if that's in pence, to turn pence into pounds, you just divide by 100. That's right, that's right, and that's right. Good. 6 marks there. 6, 8, 10 for the page. Good. That's excellent. So all you need to do here is rub out, sorry, not rub out, what am I on about? I'm just seeing that you've rubbed something out there again, which is right. The end of the journey, Swansea is here, and 1339, there's 1330, so you need to go on another 3 squares and then join that up. And that takes you for the rest of the journey. This one you've rubbed something out again. It's wrong in this case. oh excuse me, to turn that into a percentage, first of all you would write it as a fraction. So 95 out of 250 looks like that, and then you would times that by 100 to turn it into a percentage. So on your calculator you've got a fraction button there, 95 out of 250 times 100, so it looks exactly the same as I've written it, 38%. What you've done there is right. So again, don't rub out something unless you're going to replace it. 7 for that page. Okay, a quarter is 100, 2/5 is 160, so it's 140. So what's left is 140 out of 400. And then to write it in the simplest term, again, use the fraction button on your calculator, because remember this is a calculator allowed paper. So 140 out of 400, 7 out of 20. So you get 2 marks for what you've done, but then you lose the 2 marks for the last bit. This work is something we're going to be practicing over the next week, as is this. Take a look how I explain that one. That should be something that you can get your head around. So with this one, the easiest thing to do is to just look at Agatha's pens first of all. So Agatha's pens, one would be £2.20, 2 would be £4.40, 3 would be £6.60, 4 would be £8.80, and so on. And then for Bryn, there'd be £1.40, £2.80, £4.20, £5.60, and so on. And what you're looking for is a combination that will add up to £13. So what I'm looking at there is that's an 80 and that's a 20. So that's going to give me a £1, £12, and that £1, 13. So what we've got are 4 pens at £8.80 plus 3 pens at £4.20 equals 7 pens. Okay, so that's as far as your time allowed you to go. So again, you need to give yourself more time on these papers so that when you get stuck on something, you can go and work out how to sort it out. What are we looking to beat? 39 in the last paper too. I think you might beat that. 12, 17, 23, 31, 41, 48, 50. So 50 marks. Big improvement on the last time. It's a D, and you're about 11 marks off a grade C. So some of those questions at the end that you just left out, hopefully there's some marks in there that you just could do but you didn't give yourself enough time to do, but also there's some marks in what you have done that you've lost for careless little mistakes. See if you can find those 11 marks, Karli.